And now on to Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Despite Superman 3 being a critical financial disappointment, Warner Brothers still decided to make a fourth film with Christopher Reeve reprising his role as a titular character, and they even brought back Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor this time around. However, this time in the director's chair was Sidney J. Furie instead of Richard Donner or Richard Lester like the last few films. And how did it fare? Well, it ended up getting even worse reviews than Superman 3, and ended up becoming an even bigger financial flop. What do I think of it? Well, I can honestly say that this is one of the absolute worst comic book films I have ever seen in my life. Fuck this movie. I guess I'll get what I liked out of the way first, though. Christopher Reeve and Gene Hackman, great as always. That's about it. On to the negatives, and oh boy, there's a lot of them. Nuclear Man, the film's villain, not from the comics. Again, it wouldn't be so bad if they made him, if the writing around him was fine, but he's just so stupid and he's so goofy. Like, I found Nuclear Man really hard to take seriously. One of the worst comic book film villains ever. The effects. The effects this time around were garbage. Like, I know some people might say, well, it was the late 80s, of course they weren't going to look that great. But when you look at films like RoboCop or even Terminator, this film had a much lower budget than the previous films, and it definitely showed. Like, there are times that Superman is flying, and you can literally see the blue screen outline. And the intro. They did bring back that iconic intro to an extent, but it looked like shit. It looked like it was made on Microsoft PowerPoint. The plot makes no sense. And the fight scenes were laughably bad. And speaking of things that make no sense, like, there's also plot holes galore, and I'm going to give you an example of another thing that doesn't make sense. Like, there's a scene where a woman is being carried into space. Into space. And yet somehow she's still able to breathe. What the fuck? So yeah, Superman 4... please don't waste your time on this shit. It's garbage. Not only the worst Superman film, but by far one of the worst comic book films ever made. And I'm giving Superman 4 The Quest for Peace a 1 out of 10. If you're new to this channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And that's it for today, and I'll catch you guys later.